So I have some black paper here, and I am going to just use this paper as a way to explore how different colors happen using oil pastels. So I want you to literally just kind of pick some colors you're maybe thinking that you might want to use in your assignment and put them on the black to see what's going to show up in the way you want it to. So obviously the lighter colors are going to appear brighter than the darker colors. So just as you would naturally think, you would probably want to use lighter, brighter colors to show highlights, where the light is hitting an object, and darker colors to show shadows. So just have fun and explore just colors. So I'm just like literally picking out a variety of colors and seeing which ones I like. So once you explore that, then I want you to explore like how do you layer colors. So how can I show like a dark blue going into a lighter blue? So I'm going to actually choose different tones of blue because there's a lot here in my pastel bin. So I have a dark, a medium, a light. And I'm going to start dark. So this would show my shadowy part. And I know this is tricky to see on the black paper. I'm going to layer some of this regular blue on top of the darker blue. And then I'm going to scooch it out. And the goal is for them to look like they're naturally going into one another. So I'm kind of lightening my pressure over here while it's on the darker blue. Move it out. And then now I'll take the lighter blue and I'll put that on the medium blue and then scooch it out. So this way I get a nice transition from dark to light. So that's an easy way you can show value, darks and lights, with oil pastels. Now, not every color has like a bunch of different versions of the color, but a lot of them do. So think about how you can show that. Now, I could do this like with a lighter color too. I could start here, and to go even lighter, I could grab my white, layer white on top, and layer. So that's how I can make a light color lighter, is I can incorporate white. Where sometimes you don't even need the white as long as you have a variety of darks, mediums, and lights of the one color. So I want you to explore that. Or like maybe draw a cylinder. So I'm using black here. And I know, again, it's hard to see. And pick a color palette. And maybe you shade in going dark to light on this cylinder here. So I'm going to go ahead and do dark here on the left of the cylinder. I'm going to pretend the light is coming in here from the right. And when I use oil pastels, I like to cover a lot of my surface area so it doesn't look too much like a crayon. So I'm doing the exact same process. What I did here, now I'm just doing it here on this cylinder shape. So now I'm making it into a shape. Or a form rather, not a shape, a form, 3D. So I layered it a little on the dark, and now I'll layer a little bit on the regular green, and I'll move it out. And I could even move into the next color if I wanted to, and I could put some yellow in here, because I'm already at this like yellow-green, and I could put some yellow. And that way I'm getting this nice color spectrum here. All right, so a cylinder, it's funny, if you start dark on the left of a cylinder, up here in the top, the part you can see where the top, you actually start dark on the right, so you do the opposite. So I'll just do the same process over here. All right, and now I will pretend like my cylinder is sitting on a surface, and I am going to think about, so I'm using like a red orange here, so maybe I could use a red to create a little bit of a shadow. And I'm just making a little picture here so I can understand how this is going to work when I'm ready to begin on my project. All right, and I can even, if I want to show a little more light, I could add more. My bad, I put the shadow on the wrong side. I'm going to go over that. I wasn't even thinking. Goodness gracious, I'm an art teacher. So I'm going to go over that. Shadow goes on this side, And then I can make this a little lighter up here because this is where the light would be hitting, right? Because the light's coming in from this direction. Okay, so this looks pretty cool, and you could even explore even more if you wanted to, and, you know, make a color behind your piece. So I made this beautiful little thing here. So there's a lot of different ways you can use oil pastels. So I've just been coloring kind of like normal, the way you would think. You could do this motion. This is called a scumble. This is a fun way you can use oil pastels, and you can blend using a circular motion. So you can still see value changes here. You could do this, you know, like in a streaking kind of motion or feathering. And that's a way to show value, or you can just simply color. So I want you to take a black sheet of paper and just pretty much explore, right? Take risks, don't be afraid. This is your chance to just see what works, see what color palettes you like, so that way you are ready to make really good decisions for our project.